I got the technology working. I'm always so excited when the technology works. Anyway, welcome all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Dr. Andrea Christian Parks, and welcome back. I wanted to talk to you guys. I know I'm very excited. I have an announcement I'm going to make in this live. I'm going to let a little bit of time lapse just a little bit so that we can get folks in on the live. But some of you all have been waiting to hear about this. And so I'm very excited. Actually, I think I'm a little bit nervous too because this is something new that I have not done before. And so let me give you background. So I just came back from vacation. Yay, me. And this was a different kind of vacation, actually. I went to, I basically spent the entire week off outside. I was in the woods in two different places. Um, I was in a place called Under Canvas. I don't know if y'all have heard of this. Under Canvas is I don't even want to call it glamping. So I love outside, but I am not outdoorsy in that kind of, rugged way. like I'm not about the no shower thing and sleeping on rocks. So glamping was an idea that I thought, okay, maybe I could do that. That's a little elevated. And then my husband found this place called Under Canvas. And if y'all look on the web, you will see Under Canvas is like serious glamping. So it is a tent that you stay in, but our tent had a toilet and a shower and a sink and a bed and sheets. So yeah, not sleeping on the ground and no missing showers for days at a time. It was beautiful. The main um, tent had a coffee bar and a restaurant where you could order your food and then a sitting area outside to enjoy the food. You could have a cocktail or a glass of wine or some non-alcoholic beverage of some sort. They made all kinds of things. It was something. It was really something. And I was outside the whole week. And I'm getting to a point here. So then that was the first few days. Actually, that was part of my birthday weekend. And then we left. We were at the Under Canvas in the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee. And so we went from there down to Serenbe, which is southwest Atlanta, and we stayed in a beautiful Airbnb down there. And every day just was outside in the woods, walking along the trails, being in the, and that was the week it was smoking hot here in Georgia. It was like 100 degrees every day. And being in the trees, being in the forest, in the shade, it was so much cooler. It was so much more comfortable. And I have to tell you, after spending a week, pretty much a week as I moved, I thought, okay, well, it's hot. We'll get up early. We'll go out into the woods and walk. And then when it gets really hot, we'll just come in. We'll just be in the house. And actually, we probably were out to or past lunch every day and we probably only came back to eat. It was wonderful. And why am I telling you that? Because I came back with this sense of calm and peace. And I am very much, let's get it. Hurry up. Let's go. Let's make things happen. Why isn't it happening faster? Let's, chop. And and very driven by accomplishment, which I think some of you all can relate to. If things are happening and we are accomplishing goals and checking things off the to-do list, things are good. And if we're not, they're not. And I've been for a long time working at that figuring out what is that in me that drives me to do these things. And it's that discussion on worthiness. It's that, I'm worth something more if I do more, if I achieve, if I complete the tasks, if I'm a good mom, if I get all the things on my list done. I'm um, a good doctor if I have all the things cleaned out in my in basket and I've contacted every patient on every single result. Um, or I run on time in the office, or that sort of thing. And if I'm not, then I'm not. Or I'm a good coach if I get the results for my clients, which, to be fair, I can't make anything happen for someone else. I can help them. And that's what I do. But sometimes my brain wants to get confused that what I'm doing makes me worth more. The truth is, and I hope you all hear me on this one, because I want this for you, not just something I'm getting, is that your worth has absolutely nothing to do, nothing, zero, big goose egg here, nothing to do with what you're accomplishing, with what you're creating, with what you're doing. That's not where your worthiness comes from. Your worthiness is a fact. It is innate. It is created within us by the Creator. That is why we are worth anything. So the accomplishments, the tasks, the to-do list, getting it all done right, is not the reason we're worthy. And I am still working at this because I get caught up in it. So what does that have to do with anything? Well, so when I came back from the woods and I came back from being in the trees and I came back from spending a lot of time outside, actually the under canvas, the connectivity was awful. It was terrible. There was almost none. And I, of course, on purpose, so that you could really unplug. You could just be there and not be attached to your phone, attached to your computer, sending emails or whatever. You could really get away. And so I missed, hey, Patty, I missed all the birthday, like Facebook. So, all the things that your friends on Facebook send to you, and my little Facebook group from elementary school. Oh my gosh, from elementary school, there's a group of us who are still connected. And, we tell each other happy birthday. And they all say, I never saw any of those until this week. Hey, Laura. So it was actually really good because when I came back, you come back from vacation and all the emails that you haven't checked, all of the to-dos, all the things at the office that have piled up, the kids need a reset. There's all kinds of, oh my goodness, there's so much going on when you get back from vacation and you're digging out from the pile of stuff that's gotten, that's piled up since you've been gone. And I, of course, had all of that. And I hit the office running Monday morning. And I was, seeing all the patients, running around doing all the things. And then we got another back-to-back trip. I got to go get my oldest is in New York has been for the past almost 3 weeks at a camp. And we're going to go get her. We got to go to performance weekend. We got to go pick her up and fly her back home. And then a week goes by and we got to get all the kids off to camp. Like all the kids are going off to camp for a week. There's so much happening. And yet, that week in the woods, there was this calm for me that helped me just to feel like, okay, we take a step, we do some things, there's some opportunities here, like the reminders, the things that I need to remember, which that time scarcity thing, I know everybody can get here, but some of you are going to feel this more than others. That part of you that says, I don't have enough time. I can't get it all done. If I don't, whatever, that things are going to fall apart. I've got it. And it's this this sense of urgency to get everything done immediately. And it's almost crippling because there's no way to do everything immediately. There's only one of you, but there are 24 hours in a day, and you do need to sleep some of them. And at times you need to pause and eat, and you need to stay hydrated. And that is all required. That's not optional. Those are things that are needed. And without those, you don't function at top capacity, and you will get less done. But the thinking that I don't have enough time, I can't, that time scarcity thing can be so big for me, because there's so many things I want to accomplish. There's so many things I want to do. And yet I want them all done right now. So all that is to say that if you run into that place where you are, I don't have enough time, I can't get it all done, sometimes what you need is a reset. You need a shift. And I'm telling, for me, being outside, and you don't have to go away into the mountains, into the woods for a week. Oh, Nancy, look, if I had an assistant, I used to say, if I had a wife, I could run the world. Y'all feel me? Yeah, I know you do. I know you do. But having said that, even with an assistant, even with, I know the CEOs and the folks who have personal assistants and secretaries and all that stuff, we still have 1,000,005 things to do. But for me, getting outside and getting in the trees really helped my brain settle down and remind me of the things that I know. Like, we all have 24 hours in a day. It's just a matter of what I choose to do with it. The question is, what will I do with the time that I have? How much of it will I throw away in just meaningless little scrolling through social media stuff that doesn't really interest me, just taking up time, or focusing on things that could get done later, but I feel like I'll be accomplished if I get them done now. Like, they're all on the list, they all need to get done, but really, do they all need to get done today, in this moment? What about looking at the things that are most important, the things that I feel are most worthy of getting done? And it made it easier for me, after being out, to just make some of those choices. So what does this have to do with anything? If you need a reset, you don't have to go off in the woods. You can go for walks outside. You can sit outside. You can make a decision to turn the notifications off on your device. I know some of y'all just went, what? What? I kid you not. Most of the time, my phone stays on silent. I don't. Now, if one of my kids is somewhere and I need to get immediate notifications, I might turn it on then. But that noise of the phone and the texts and some of us are on these group texts, and they're like 50 texts in a day, and I turn the audio and sometimes the vibrate off, and I just check it periodically and catch up. And I can't think of a time I've actually had an emergency that I missed. Never. And there are settings you can do to select certain people who can ring through your do not disturb settings and that kind of stuff. You can do all kinds of stuff, but sometimes getting that out of the way really helps your brain to just stop being on tilt, stop being on 10 all the time. So it's just a little something I've just been thinking about, and just noticing how different I felt this week in getting out of, being inside, being in the, connected all the time, into the woods, into the outside world. I mean, like, literally the fresh air, how much that helped me this week. So think about it. You might find something to do that helps you in that same way. So, what about this announcement? So, I wanted to announce, and I'm a little nervous just because I haven't done this before. It's exciting, and it's nervous and excited is actually the same thing. It's just how it feels in your body, pretty much the same. It's just one is more fun than the other. So I'm excited that next week I am going to be hosting my first webinar. I'm going to be having my webinar. And my webinar is called, get this, y'all. I love my title, Weight Loss Without Willpower. It's weight loss without willpower. And I love that because willpower is not your friend when it comes to weight loss. And that we're going to get into that in the webinar. So I wanted to let people know that this is coming. I want you to keep an eye out so that you can sign up because it is going to be private. It is not going to be a live like this. It's going to be something where you'll sign up and you'll get a link sent so that keeps it manageable. And that way we can, talk and go through all the stuff I'm going to teach. But I'm going to really get into some of the requirements, the essentials, the real nitty gritty basics of weight loss without what a lot of people think we have to have: the diets, the programs, the strict, protocol, all the things that the little checklist we got to do. We've got to build what works for our lives. A diet that we do and then we get off of is not at all what's going to make the difference in the long run. I don't think I know anybody ever. Well, there are people who said, oh, I just need to drop 10 pounds before I go on this cruise or something. But really, I don't know anybody who wants to lose weight and then put it right back on and bring a few pounds with it. Like, nobody wants that. What we want is to reverse where we've been. What we want is to shift away from what has created the overweight in the first place and get to a place where we are comfortable in our body, where we're comfortable around food, that food is not a problem, food is not a challenge, food is not a temptation. It's just food. It's just what we need as fuel. And we enjoy it, but it stays in its place. It doesn't take us over. It doesn't run us. And I want very much to spread this message, this teaching, this help for people. Now, weight loss without willpower in the webinar is going to be what I'm teaching. And we're going to spend some time going through the things, get the support, questions, answers, all that stuff. At the end of the webinar, I am going to offer, for those of you attend, to join me for my weight loss course. Now, if that's not what you're interested in, totally fine. You can just jump out of the webinar at that point. But if you are interested in working with me in my weight loss course, that is going to be open access. When you get in, you'll be part of a small, and I'm only taking a few folks, small private group. We will work together. That will be something that we will do in the group, and you will have access to the lessons, the support materials, all of that on your own schedule. So for those of you who've worked with me privately, that's been on your schedule, but it's had to fit where we could actually get together. This is going to be support that you're going to have virtually on your time. And yes, I will be live in the course too, so that I can support my private clients in this group, but not in a way that means all the teachings have to be scheduled at all. So I'm excited about it. Those of you who are excited about it, who plan to be on it, I want you to share the information with people. Now, how are you going to do that? So a couple things. Number one, the absolute best way to make sure you're getting all the information is to be signed up on my site. Now, we are actually going to be having a transition. There's a lot happening. transition to my new professional website, and that's going to be drandreachristianparks.com. But until then, get on ajourneytowholeness.com. And when you go on there, the pop-up box, if you're not already subscribed on the email list, get on the list. So when you get on the list, all the emails that are coming about this will be coming to you. And I promise there's no marketing of anything else. You're not going to get some random list or whatever. It's just going to be my stuff. Okay. So go to ajourneytowholeness.com, put in your email, and you'll get all the information about the webinar, sign up, all that kind of stuff. You can absolutely follow on the Facebook page. That's facebook.com/ajourneytowholeness. You can sign up there and make sure you're following there because stuff will come up from there. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on my personal page on Facebook. But the two A Journey to Wholeness places, absolutely, you will see stuff there. We will probably also be putting things on YouTube. So since I have the YouTube channel, those of you who like and subscribe to my videos through YouTube, you should see it there as well. So all that being said, I'm so excited. I'm glad that we're going to be together for this. I wanted you to know it was coming, and please join me. It's going to be July 7th at 7 p.m. So that's hopefully really easy to remember. 7 at 7. And we're going to do this webinar together. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm thrilled to be announcing this webinar, Weight Loss Without Willpower. We're not doing willpower to make this happen. We are getting the weight off without willpower. And I'm going to be here for it, for you, getting through all of it together. Okay, so keep an eye out. Sign up on the website on ajourneytowholeness.com, on facebook.com/ajourneytowholeness. Make sure you're subscribed. Like and subscribe on the YouTube channel. YouTube, you just go to YouTube and put in Dr. Andrea Christian Parks. Across that search bar, you will find my stuff. So if you're connected in those ways, you're going to see the signups come up for the webinar for July 7th at 7 p.m. And I'll keep popping in and out over the course. I'm going to New York to get my baby, but I'm going to be checking in on you guys, and I will make sure that you guys get the information on signing up for the webinar. So I can't wait to see you all there, and share it with anybody you know. Listen, you'll know I have a heart for helping us get this taken care of, for not having to struggle with weight. If you, your sister, auntie, friend, cousin, daughter, mom, need help in this area and are interested in not doing diets, not doing all that crazy, really want something that you can live with and lose the weight. Honestly, I don't know too many folks out there doing what I'm doing with the success that I've had with my clients for us. So please share. You know, if you know someone who needs this, who's interested in this, who wants this, please share, let people know so that they don't miss it. Okay. I will have the webinar on the 7th. And then we'll see if I can do another one. But right now, that's the only one that's scheduled. So I want to see y'all on the 7th. Okay. All right. I will see you soon. Thank you all for being here. And I will check in over the course of the next week. Bye, y'all.